Namaste, Jai Bharat. There is this Tariff ballet and Tariff opera going on in the world. And behind all this Tariff ballet and Tariff opera by Trump, obviously, the real target is Bharat. He is targeting Bharat for various reasons. You see, the America, United States, especially after the breaking of Soviet Union, because of Gorbachev's perestroika glasnost creations, Soviet Union broke into many pieces. These are the historical reasons, also because it's Lenin's communism that kept them together. Nothing other than the structure, the strength of communism kept them together. But they went on good. So with the breaking of Soviet Union, America, US wanted Bharat to be closer to them. We had a better relations because of various things. They thought that there is no Soviet Union, so they are not a power anymore, so they can take Bharat into their side, etc., etc. And the relations went on. But at no point in time they have demonstrated trustworthiness. At no point in time, and at no point in time we were dependent on them beyond a point. We were dependent on them certain times. And our economy was, after the mass destruction, Japan was nuclear bombed by America, and Japan was destroyed. Bharat was nuclear bombed by the colonial rulers, particularly the British, and we were also devastated. We were economically devastated, culturally hampered. Japan was only physically devastated. Of course, economic devastation goes with it. So we were also devastated by the colonial rulers, who are Europeans in any case. Right from there, their attitude. So America do not want any other nation to be powerful, rich and powerful, economic strength and authority. They don't want. So much so, European Union they will concede for some time, but when they feel that the European Union is somewhere coming to overtake US, they will give them. So this kind of selfishness and this kind of self-centered perception they do carry, past also and now also, they will continue doing it, but they can't go beyond a point that they don't realize. So why Bharat is getting targeted? With all these tariff dances and tariff ballets and tariff opera, this is the fundamental reason. Bharat is getting targeted, not really Russia and not really China. It's because Bharat is an emerging economy and very rapidly growing, which America can't digest. Europe is rather passive, but then America makes them active. They also can't digest. They don't want anyone to be growing and becoming stronger than them. Europe already had been foolish enough to treat both European wars as world wars and project them as world wars in history texts. They are not world wars, they are European wars. And the history of the European wars thing, this country attacks that country, then turns into war. And see what Napoleon says: if I can control Suez Canal, then I shall rule the world. The world means what? For him, world is Europe. They don't see anything beyond Europe. That's a problem. So they consider themselves as world. How wrongly they are is up to you to understand. I'm not going to say. I need not to say. So they don't want anyone else to be rich. They don't want anyone else to be powerful. They want all others to be something like slaves to them. And there are many people like Pakistan continuously and continue to be slaves to them. There, we as obedient, yours faithful, yours obedient. And these obedient servants are always treacherous. And that these people are foolish enough not to understand. The obedient servants whom you subjugate by force through economic pressure and whatever other pressures are treacherous. Given a chance, they will give it to you back. That is what they had been doing. Pakistan knows that they had been cheating America. They had been swindling money from America and many other nations, including the Arab nations. The Arab people are mostly innocent people. They are originally religious and they have some authentic existence. They are honest to themselves. They believe in a creator God. They like to live according to the principles as they got it from their God, and they are very honest kind of people. They are not cheaters. They are not treacherous. They are straightforward. But the Arab nations are deceived by nations like Pakistan because they use religion as an ATM machine. And to that extent they are treacherous. Recently US, America themselves selling so much of million monies they have swindled from USA. Why? You gave to them. America only funds them, and then you don't say that they have cheated us with money. Yes, Afghan war, you paid money to Pakistan, they enjoyed it. They have no other source of income. So this is their main source of income, through treachery. So the kind of slaves that you create are very treacherous because a slave is never loyal to the master. He is out of helplessness a slave. Given a chance, all the suffering which he undergone under the master, he will try to give it back. That is the law of nature, just not human tendency, law of nature. So you treat Bharat, you want to treat Bharat as subjugated under you, or at least you want Bharat to listen to whimsical thoughts, fancies of the European and US world, and then you find that you can't get these people moved. You cannot swindle them. You cannot influence them against their conscientious existence, against a conscience, against a culture, against a knowledge tradition. You get frustrated. Now you can only do this. I'll keep increasing tariff. Do it. Do it. You go on doing it. You make it 25%, then you will make it 100%. You will make it 1000%. But you don't care. But our External Affairs Ministry for the first time gave a reply how double standard you are, and you are targeting Bharat. Because China you don't target anymore. Russia is not really your target because you know Russia is beyond you in many sense, though apparently not, but in reality yes. When it comes to the action ground, playground, they are much better and beyond you. So you target Bharat because you think, or they think, that Bharat is only developing economically, it's a growing economy, that they want to somehow put arrest to, or they somehow wanted to arrest it. They wanted to put a stop to the development of Bharat's economy because they consider that Bharat is not obeying them because they are becoming economically powerful. That alone is not the case. It's not that our becoming economic power is because of that we don't listen to you and we don't say US obediently. We never said US obediently. You go back to history. When there was a helpless, people have been silent, but that doesn't mean that we never ever accepted a domination. If that's the case, the colonial rule, why did we resist? Why did we resist colonial rule? So the real target is Bharat, and people in Bharat understand it. And we have real Prime Minister who doesn't speak, who does. Whatever programs you make bounces back on you in time. And whatever destruction, harm the tariff monger intends to us shall not materialize so soon and so easily. So we understand that we are the target, and we understand that why you make us a target. And we also understand that there is no point in talking to people with inconsistent policies. We also understand that how inconsistent you are. And we also understand that in this case at least, the maturity is far flung from you kind of things. Stability, consistency, such things don't exist. So what's the point in any kind of discussion, even if there is a possible discussion? So So we understand that we are the targets and we are prepared for it. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat. Jai Sri Ram.